Good afternoon. Welcome to this update on Reddit. We've done the Reddit chart back in the middle of June, in which case we were looking for a bullish break to the upside, and we definitely got that. So if we just look here on the old video, you can see here we had it inside of this range, value area low, point of control, value area high, and we got that break above the value area high, came back down and back tested it, and we held, and the rest is history. We've just pushed up and up since. So today we've had a big move, continuation of that move up by 20%. So we're going to take a look at that right now. First of all, I'm just going to throw on that original long setup that was done in that video, which is here. So I remember in that video, I didn't really want to forecast any further than this kind of region of where we're at, purely because, the stock is newly listed, only since March 2024. So we didn't really have the data to be able to give kind of like, that kind of forecast. I didn't want to forecast beyond here, essentially. So yeah, we're just going to take a look now and see if we can, find a couple of possibilities or scenarios that might play out. So I'm just going to take this off for the meantime. Where are we? Here we go. We take that away, and we're just left with a blank chart. You can see we've left some gaps in price, which I've already actually got here. So these are some of the gaps that have been left, and that's quite a big gap there from today. So the gaps don't always have to be filled straight away, but eventually, they will get filled. So, for example, even on some of those older gaps, you even had this one here, which again was, probably the same size as this one, and this was in October 24, and it didn't get filled all the way until here, which is April 2025. So yeah, price does come back and fill those gaps, but like I say, there's no kind of time scale as to when that can happen. But you can still kind of include it in your analysis, because it can also serve as quite a good guide, along with other confluences, of course. So listen, we don't have much to go on here, but what we can say is, okay, we're probably going to eventually take out 230 possibly, which is the all-time high. But I do just want to show you this. So we had this big run up from August 2024, and this was, look at that, 360%. Okay, so it's quite phenomenal. And at the same time, we also had the retrace, okay, 64%, before having this now coming up here at 140%. So we know this is capable of refueling, coming back coming back down into fill, maybe not all of the gaps, but for example this one or this one, and then going for the next leg. Okay, so we know that is very, very possible, even just when we look at like the past history inside of this chart. It doesn't have to happen, but it is, a possibility. But what we can use is we can also use this tool here. We can use the trend-based fib extension, and we can take, from the low to that high. No, that's the wrong one. I beg your pardon. It's in here. Expansion. So yeah, if we take like this. So if we closed up here, let's just pretend that this candle closes up here for the day. We can see, what do we have above us here? We have 207. We have the 168. So these are what I consider to be the levels that I'd be interested in. So let me just mark those for a second. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to mark that, change that to, okay. I'm just going to put a box there. I'm going to take this away. Oh, no, we can keep it there, actually. Okay, so we have the 1.618 there. And then now we can also use the trend-based fib. and we will take it from kind of like the low. Okay, so we can take from this low up to that high and then down to that low. And that looks pretty beautiful. Look at that. And then we have this also aligning inside here. So we have a really nice confluence here up at 260, 260. So we are 36% away from that region. So, yep, that seems like something that could possibly play out. Let me just take that away. So this box here could be a zone whereby we get a price action moving forward, like, you're going to get some profit taken and, come back in. Because, you can see we're making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, and so on, before, perhaps getting the much deeper retracement, yeah, I can see something like that possibly playing out, but I don't have a crystal ball, unfortunately. But based upon the chart that I see, that is something that I could, anticipate for the future with Reddit. Yeah, something like that. I think that looks pretty good moving forward. So a long time to go before that, of course. So if you are in Reddit from down here, obviously you're very safe. It's definitely a time to be aware of these levels below, because this is going to be some great spots that you can add to your portfolio. So yeah, that's basically all this video is, just a very quick recap. So if you do have any questions, please leave them below the chart, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. Safe trading, have a nice weekend, and thank you for listening.